Hi students, good morning. Today in our aptitude video 2. So let us discuss some more problems. The problems which were asked in previous placement drives or gate exams. So very important problems what we are going to discuss. So today's first problem is in a tournament 120 matches were played. 120 matches were played. Each team played against the remaining teams. So how many teams were participated? The number of teams we have to find. So each team played against the remaining all teams, and thus total 120 matches were played in the tournament. Total 120 matches were played. So how many teams were participated? See, for every match we require 2 teams. For every match we require 2 teams. So let us say total number of teams n teams participated in the tournament. So for each game, for each play, 2 teams are required. In how many ways we can select 2 teams? In how many ways we can select 2 teams from n teams? So that is NC2. So total number of matches played is always equal to NC2. That is given. How much? 120 matches were played. So now NC2 is given. What is NC2? N into n minus 1 by 2. NC2 is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2. N into n minus 1 by 2 is equal to 120. N into n minus 1 is equal to 240. See, this 240 is the product of n into n minus 1. 2 consecutive numbers. n minus 1 are 2 consecutive numbers. So this 240 is the product of 16 into 15. So n into n minus 1 is equal to 16 into 15. So n is equal to 16. So the number of teams participated was 16. How do we know? This 240 is the product of 16 into 15. It is like this. 240 lies between 15 square and 16 square. 240 lies between 15 square and 16 square. So this 240 must be you have to check up that thing. You have to check up the product of 2 consecutive things. 2 consecutive numbers. The product of 2 consecutive numbers is 240. So what are those 2 consecutive numbers? This 240 lies between 15 square 225, 16 square 256. So this 240 lies between 225 and 256. So this 240 must be the product of 15 into 16 or 16 into 15. So your answer is N. The total number of teams participated was 16. 16C2 value is given. 16C2 is equal to 120. Okay friends, that is an important problem. Total number of teams N. For every match we require 2 teams. For every match we require 2 teams. So we have to select 2 teams from n teams. That is NC2 ways. So NC2 is given, that is equal to 120. Okay friends, let us take up the second problem. The number of zeros in 100 factorial. The number of 100 factorial is the product of 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 up to 100, no? So in this product, how many zeros will be there? So the number of zeros in 100 factorial, is equal to the number of 5s in 100 factorial. How many 5s will be there in 100 factorial? In the product 100 factorial, how many 5s are there? 5. In 10 there is 1 5. In 15 there is 1 5. In 20 there is 1 5. In 25 there are 2 5s. In 30 there is 1 5. Likewise, how many 5s will be there in 100 factorial? So the number of 5s is equal to the number of zeros, because if 5 is multiplied with any even number, we get 1 0. 5 into 2 0, or 5 into 4 is equal to 0. So let us count the number of 5s in 100 factorial. It is like this. Now we are finding the number of 5s in 100 factorial. Divide 100 by 5 20s. Now divide 100 by 5 square. 25 fours. Now let us divide 100 by 5 cube, 125. So we cannot divide 100 with 125. So our process is over. There are 24 5s. In 100 factorial. So the number of zeros in 100 factorial is also 24. Let us do one more problem this manner. How many 2's are there in 100 factorial? So 2, in 4 there are 2 2's, in 3 there are 3 2's, in 10 there is one more 2, in 12 there are 2 2's. So likewise, how many 2's are there in 100 factorial? It is the same process. 100 by 2, 250s. Now 100 by 2 square, 25. Now 100 by 2 cube, 8 12s. 12 8s are 96. 100 by 2 power 4, 16. 16 sixes. Now 100 by 2 power 5, 32. 32 threes. Now 100 by 2 power 6, 64. 64 ones. Add all these things. You will get the number of 2's in 100 factorial. 5 plus 2 7, 17. 1 2 4 9, 97. So there are 97 2's. There are 97 2's in 100 factorial. So for any number, you have to do like this. Right, friends? Let us see the next problem. We have to divide the given factorial number with 2, then next 2 square, next 2 cube, next 2 power 4, like that. Next problem, friends. In a group of 6 boys and 4 girls, and 4 girls, 4 children are to be selected. 4 children are to be selected. In how many different ways can they be selected such that at least one boy should be there? You can solve this problem in two ways. The first way is one boy is to be selected. One boy is to be selected. At least one boy. So you can select one boy and three girls. You can select two boys and two girls. You can select three boys and three girls. One girl. You can select all the four boys and 0 number of girls. So at least one boy must be there in the selected four children. At least one boy. One boy, at least one means one or more than one. One boy, if you take one boy, you have to take three girls. If you take two boys, you have to take two girls. If you take three boys, you have to take one girl. If you take all the four boys, you need not to take any girl. So 6C1 into 4C3, 6C1 into 4C3 plus 6C2 into 4C2, 6C2 into 4C2, 6C3 into 4C1, 6C3 into 4C1, that's 64 into 4C0, 64 into 4C0. You have to add all these things, then you will get the required result. Otherwise, you can do one more thing. If you think that this is a little bit lengthy process, see, at least four children are to say at least one boy. So now how many ways four children can be selected from 10 persons, that is 4 boys and 6 boys and 4 girls. So in how many ways 4 children can be selected from 10 persons, that is 10C4 minus at least one boy means let us count the number of ways of selecting the 4 children from all the 4 girls only. That is possible in 4C4. 10C4 minus 4C4 is your answer. 10C4 minus 4C4 is your answer. So this is the total number of ways of selecting the 4 children. At least one means the total number of selecting minus the number of ways selecting, the number of ways that all the girls are selected. So the remaining will be, there will be at least one boy. So 10C4, 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 by 4 factorial, 24 minus 4C4, 1. 8 3s, 3 3s, 7 3s, 21, 21 tens, 210 minus 1, 209. 209 is your answer. 209 is your answer. Okay, in this way you can solve this problem. There are, next problem friends, there are 6 periods. In each working day of a school. 6 periods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 periods. In how many ways one can organize 5 subjects? Let us say 5 subjects, A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. 5 subjects. There are 6 periods in each working day of a school. In how many ways can one organize 5 subjects such that each subject is allowed at least one period? So here we have 6 periods. 5 subjects. So 5 subjects can be allotted to 5 periods, and one period will be remaining. One period will be remaining. So in this period, you can give either A or B or C or D or E. Say first let us take A. Let us take A. So in how many ways? In how many ways these six subjects? Of course, five subjects are different, and one similar subject. One similar subject is there. Total 6 subjects. Subjects only 5. One thing is repeated. So in the sixth period, one subject will be repeated. So in how many ways these 6 subjects, these 6 things can be arranged? 6 factorial by 2 A's are there. 2 A's are 2 same subjects are there, and repetition is there. We have to divide. So 6 factorial by 2 factorial into here the subject can be anything, either A or B or C or D or E. So we can select this subject in 5 ways. 6 factorial 720 by 2 360 into 5 1800. This is your answer, friends. This is your answer, right, friends? This is an important problem. So here one subject will be repeated. So one similar thing. 2 similar things are there. So in how many ways 6 subjects can be arranged? 6 things. These things can be arranged. Let us take 6 letters. In how many ways 6 letters can be arranged with one repetition? 6 factorial by 2 factorial, that thing we know. 6 factorial by 2 factorial. Into here the subject can be anything. So 5 subjects we can select in 5 ways. So into 5. Total number of ways is 1800 is your answer. Okay, friends, important. Please watch carefully. Next, friends, a box contains 3 white balls. 4 black balls, and 5 yellow balls. In how many ways can 4 balls be drawn? 4 balls can be drawn from the box if at least one yellow ball is to be included. 4 balls are to be drawn. 4 balls. So in the box there are 3 white and 4 black and 5 yellow balls. 4 balls are to be drawn. So that at least one yellow ball will be there. At least one means total minus without yellow. At least one. Total how many ways? 5 plus 4, 9 plus 3, 12. Total 6C, 12C4. Total number of these things. Total number of selections minus number of selections without yellow. So the difference gives you at least one yellow. So 12C4 minus without yellow means you have to select the 4 bars from these 7 bars. 7C4. 12C4 minus 7C4 is your answer, friends. 12C4 minus 7C4. 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 by 4 factorial. 4 factorial 24. Minus 7 into 6 into 5 by 7 minus 4. 3 factorial. 3 factorial 6. 6 cancel. 12 2s. 2 5s. So 9 5s 45. 45 into 11. 45 into 11. 495 minus 35, that is equal to 460 is your answer, friends. 460 is your answer. This problem can be done in another way also, as we discussed in the previous problem. Problems like this can be solved in 2 ways. This is one way. Just total 12C4. Total selections 12C4 minus the number of selections without yellow gives you the remaining selections will contain at least one yellow. Okay, this problem you can do in another way also. Selecting 4 bars with at least one yellow. So 1 yellow and 3 bars can be selected from these 3 bars can be selected from these 7 bars. 2 yellow bars and 2 bars from these 7. 3 yellow bars and 1 ball from these 7 and 4 yellow bars and 0 bars from these 7 bars. So 3C1 into 4C3 plus 3C1 into 4C3 plus 5C1 into 7 5C1 1 yellow ball into 7C3 plus 2 yellow balls 5C2 into 7C2 plus 5C3 into 7C1 5C3 into 7C1 plus 5C4 into 7C0 5C4 into 7C0. This product gives you the same answer, that is equal to 460. You do at home. So try to solve this one. You have to get the same answer, 460. If any problem, you post your doubt in your comment box, and this problem will be, no, you will definitely get 460. Okay friends. And our next problem is a letter lock. A letter lock has 3 rings. A letter lock has 3 rings. Letter lock has 3 rings and each ring contains 6 letters. Say A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F. So 3 letter rings. Lock has 3 rings. 3 rings. Each ring has 6 letters. So here the question is, friends, what is the maximum number of unsuccessful trials? What is the maximum number of unsuccessful trials that can be made before the lock is opened? That is, before the suitcase, that suitcase is opened. So there will be one option with which the suitcase is opened. There will be one option, maybe A, B, A, maybe A, C, D, maybe A, E, A. So with one option, the suitcase will be opened. With one correct option, the suitcase will be opened. So all the remaining options are unsuccessful attempts, unsuccessful tries. Now the total tries with this setup is 6 into 6 into 6. You can put AAA, AAB, AAC, AAD, AAE, AAEF, then ABA, ABB, like that. You will get 6 into 6 into 6, 6 cube. Total number of trials 216. Total number of trials 216. In these 216 trials, one trial is minus 1. One trial is a successful attempt. That is, that one trial is the trial with which suitcase the lock can be opened. So the remaining 215 trials are unsuccessful trials, unsuccessful attempts, or false trials. So 6 into 6 into 6. You have In probability house, if two dice are thrown with 6 numbers, the total number of this events how many? 6 into 6, 36. 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 and 6, like that. 2 1 2 2 2 3 2 4 2 5 2 6. So you will get 6 into 6, 36. If you 3 dice are thrown, so there will be total number of elements in the sample space, that is 6 cube. You must be knowing that. So like that, the total number of attempts, the total number of trials are 216. Out of 216 trials, there is one successful trial. The remaining 215 are unsuccessful trials. Okay friends, let us see the next problem. A number of 18 guests, a number of 18 guests have to be seated half on each side of a long table. Four particular guests desire to sit on one particular side and 3 others on the other side. Determine the number of ways in which the seating arrangement can be made. Total 18 guests. Total, this is simple problem. Total 18 guests. 3. So, half of the guests, that is 9 guests sit on one row on the left side, say this side, and 9 guests on this side. That should be like that. And what is the specific condition? Some specification is given. 4 particular guests desire to sit on one particular side. Suppose 4 persons, 1, 2, 3, 4 persons want to sit this side, and 3 persons want to this side. These 7 persons are fixed. How many persons will be there? Total 18 guests. Out of which 7 guest places are fixed. 4 persons like to sit this side and 3 persons like to sit this side. Now we will have 18 minus 7. We will left with 11 guests. So here we have to fill 5 more persons. So let us select 5 guests from these 11 guests that is possible in 11C5. If you select 5 guests to be seated on this side, automatically the remaining 6 guests will be seated on the right side. So 5 guests, you have to select only 5 guests from this 11, that is possible 11C5. So those 5 guests are seated here, the remaining 6 guests are seated here. Total seating is completed. Now these 9 people can be permuted in 9. 4 people will be in this side only. These 9 people will be permuted in 9 factorial, and these 9 people can be permuted internally in 9 factorial. So this is your answer, friends. 11C5 into 9 factorial into 9 factorial. The simple thing is here 4 persons are fixed, here 3 persons are fixed. So now 11 guests will be remaining. So you have to fill 5 more persons here. So you have to select 5 guests. From the remaining 11 guests. That is 11C5. So here 5 guests are seated here, and the remaining 6 guests are seated here. Now the total 9 guests can be permuted in 9 factorial. Here also 9 factorial. 11C5 into 9 factorial is your answer, friends. Okay friends, let us see some more interesting problems in our next video. Please subscribe to the channel so that you will see more and more interesting problems and exciting problems and useful and important problems in our coming videos. Okay friends, please subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.